Hi, my name is Ian Smith, and this is a demo recording of Microsoft Dynamics 365 customer engagement. And I am in the new unified interface, and I'm looking at my accounts listing, and what I'd like to do is create some demo data. So as of right now, this is a completely empty account, so I'm going to toggle over to SSIS on a SQL server, and what I'd like to demo here is this Data Spawner app. It's a component of the KingswaySoft SSIS, and what I'm going to do is all the fields without the little guy over on the side are account fields. So basically company name is the only account field that actually does have a little guy on it, and that's because it is used in both the account and the contact record. So for the account, I have the company name, the city, state, zip, the account number, and the account GUID, which I'm auto-generating. And then for the associated contacts, first name, last name, email address. I don't think I really need Facebook URL. I'm not using Twitter and Facebook URLs, but I do have a website URL for the account. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this about 5 times. And the first time through, I'm going to generate the accounts, and then the next couple times through, I'm going to create the contacts. And so let me show you how that's going to work. So first, if the accounts, I'm going to do update accounts, and that logic is really for the second run and on. For the first run, it's not going to have any accounts to update, so it's going to create an error, and it's going to go down this path. And then we'll actually create the accounts for the first time, and it'll only go down this path once to create the accounts, because after that the accounts will exist, and we'll just update the accounts with a super simple update. And then each time we run it, it'll go down this path and we'll create contacts. So one of the things I did in the data spawner was, in order to make the account data the same each time, actually, I need to put this random seed number in the company name field, so the company name is the same each time. Okay, and the same with the city, state, and zip, because I only want to create the account data once, and then after that I'm going to create the contacts. So each time through, I'll create a new contact for that same company. So if I run that 5 more times, I'll create 5 contacts for each company. So there's a couple of settings here, and for example, city is the type. It's like the data type, but that's the type of data we're going to be creating, spawning. And there's some properties here that allow you to say which city and state do you want, which country and state do you want the city to be in. And here again, you're just specifying the type, street name, type, zip code, type URL, type company name, type account number. So I actually haven't tested that yet, so it'll be interesting to see if that works. And account type, or spawn type GUID. And all of these are similar, so I have a randomly generated first name, spawn type, randomly generated last name, spawn type. And they're going to be different each time because I have this seed, random seed configuration setting set to 0. So the accounts will be the same each time, but the contacts will be different each time. So let me go ahead and hit the start button the first time through. So this should create the 5 accounts. Wait for it. Okay, 5, 5. Should go down this path. Yep, so it went down this path. It's not really an error. I intended it to go down that way, but it's an error as far as this component's concerned. And we created the accounts. These are just log files here at the bottom. So let's stop that. Let's have a look and see what we created. So there's 5 new accounts. Now the second time we run it, let me show you what this is doing here. It's updating on the account ID, and if the account ID exists, it'll be successful and go down this path. If it didn't exist, that's what it did the first time, and it was like an error and it went down that path. So this time it should go down this path and we should create the contacts. So it should be the same 5 accounts, and those accounts should end up being the parent account of each of the contacts. And we should create 5 different contacts each time. So there we created the contacts. So let's take a look. So now when we log into one of these contacts, we can see that there's at least one contact there. And here we see 5 contacts, and these are the parent company names. So let's create 5 more. So the purpose of this is to create demo data. So it's randomly generated demo data. We don't want to use customer data for demos. Okay, so there's 5 more, and let's hit stop and just create 5 more while we're here. So then we should have 15 contacts for the 5 companies, 3 contacts for each company. Okay, there it goes. Stop that. Let's go have a look at our contacts. Okay, we have 15 contacts, and we can see there's basically 3 for each contact, 3 for each account. So that's exactly what we wanted to do. End of demo video.